Greetings, everyone. Well, we got a pair of new releases in from Vinegar Syndrome the other day. Faces of Death 2 and I'm Gonna Get You, Sucka. So we're going to be unboxing these and checking them out. We got quite a lot to look at here. So this one, Faces of Death, of course, is the sequel to the notorious film from the VHS era that was, you know, supposedly featured all real deaths of actual people, and oh, it's so horrifying, but it was like, you know, 90% fake. But there were other ones that came out, like knockoff ones, such as Traces of Death, that were the real deal, but for obvious reasons, we'll probably never see those get a release. I'm sure I'll eat my words at some point. Some hole-in-the-wall label will release them, I'm sure. So, I did pick up the first one. If you haven't seen that yet, it's possible that update hasn't gone up yet. I think it's part of my big horror update, which is coming soon. So, yeah, we're doing things a little bit out of sequence. And no sooner did this arrive than they announced Faces of Death 3. So, I made sure to pre-order that because this one sold out almost immediately. It actually sold out during the pre-order period, so I didn't want to miss out on the third one. So let's check it out here. This is once again part of the Vinegar Syndrome Archives line. See if we can get a focus there, VSA, which basically is sort of notable and obscure stuff from the VHS era in a bottom, like a slipcase that slides out the bottom like an old VHS tape. So there we go. Yes, when make-believe is just not enough. So yeah, there is some real stuff in here mixed in with the fake stuff, but this is definitely leans a little bit more towards the cheesy side of things. So it's one of those cases where the reputation is a little bit more interesting, or more, you know, a bigger deal than the actual reality of it. So we got some nice spot gloss on there with all the text, and of course the doctor and the skull doctor guy there. So let's slide this out here and we'll take a look. There we go. So 4K. Set that aside. There we go. Very nice. Quite a lot on the back. So what do we have for extras? So we've got the 103-minute feature presentation of Faces of Death 2, presented in Dolby Vision HDR, newly scanned and restored from its original 35mm camera negative elements. Very cool. And with the original English language mono soundtrack. Also included is a Blu-ray disc containing everything on the UHD disc, plus the following special features. Alternate 78-minute, here, let's zoom in here. Alternate 78-minute US video version of Faces of Death 2, sourced from standard definition video. A never-before-seen deleted scene from Faces of Death 2, sourced from standard definition video. Oh, sorry, I was reading that, but it's probably also sourced from standard. Well, maybe not, actually. 5 minutes. Footage from the assassination attempt on President Ronald Reagan, which was included in some home video versions of Faces of Death 2. Video trailer and reversible sleeve artwork. So there's just an up-close look at some of the pictures there. There's the faux doctor who hosts them, Dr. Michael Gross. Appropriate that his name is Gross. So yeah, of course, any of us who were in the early days of the internet will remember all of those sort of horror and gore sites that just showed things like crime scene photos and accident photos and stuff like that. Just anything, you know, to horrify and shock you. Well, that was Faces of Death in its day. It was like the VHS era version of that. So let's take a look inside. Very pre-internet. And there we go. So we got the 4K and the Blu-ray. And then if we take a look inside, might as well flip the cover around since we have this artwork on. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, very nice. Just slide that in there. And then it's a little finicky. Come on. Nope. There, I think we got it. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. And then here, I assume we have, oh, actually a fairly sizable poster. Here, you just have to turn your head to the side. But it's basically the artwork from the slipcover. Very nice. Well, I folded up really easily. Sorry if I keep bumping the tripod, by the way. I'm trying not to do that, but sometimes it's unavoidable. And there we go. That is Faces of Death 2. No word at this time if they're going to put out a standard release, if you missed out on the limited edition. They did put out a standard release of the first one, so who knows? Maybe. And then the third one, as I say, the second one sold out really fast. So if you want to get the third one, head on over to Vinegar Syndrome and get those pre-orders in quick, because it was already selling pretty quick when I got mine in. Oh, I just noticed where I didn't realize they were numbered. So Faces of Death 2 is numbered number 3276 of 3,333. So, yeah, despite getting my pre-order in fairly early, I almost missed this one. Now, if you're curious about my edition of the first one, that one is number 4050 of 5,000. Yeah, and again, I did not waste time on pre-ordering these, so if you want them, jump on them quick, because they apparently are just flying out the door. Alright, anyway, just wanted to show you guys that. I thought that was kind of neat. One more time. There we go. Look at that. Very nice. Alrighty, so next up from the Vinegar Syndrome Ultra line, we have I'm Gonna Get You, Sucka, directed by and starring Keenan Ivory Wayans and most, if not all, of the other Wayans brothers. You also got Bernie Casey and what's his face? Who played Chef? Isaac Hayes. Yeah, so great stuff. So let's open this up. I love the Vinegar Syndrome Ultra line. I have a few titles from that line, and they're always really classy. Alright, keep bumping the tripod. Okay, let's get it around the right way. And here we go. So we got some nice spot gloss on the title there. And on the spine. Get a little closer. You wanna focus there? Focus? Focus? Hello? Hello? There we go. Okay. And then on the back. Very nice. I just saw Bernie Casey in a recent rewatch of The Martian Chronicles. He plays a pretty important character in that. Let me open it up. So it's a magnet lock box. How can I demonstrate this here? Kind of like that. See? There you go. Very cool. Oh, and look at that. Beautiful. And we got the original poster art. Is that the book? Yeah, that's the book. We'll take a look at that in just a second here. And then we have the slipcover. And yeah, and there's this pimp character who has like goldfish in the heel of his pimp boots. And yeah, that doesn't go well. But basically what this movie is much like the scary movies are parodies of horror movies. This is a legitimately brilliant parody of Blaxploitation movies from like the 70s and 80s. And it is just a spot-on parody of all the tropes from those. It's so funny. And I've always loved this movie. So when I saw that Vinegar Syndrome was putting out a big deluxe 4K edition, I mean, come on, that was a no-brainer. So I'm pretty sure I had like a studio Blu-ray of this. At the very least, I had a studio DVD of it. It was, yeah, MGM. So let's see what we got here. We got... so we got the 89-minute feature presentation, restored from the original 35mm negative. Sorry, you guys. There we go. Got 5.1 surround sound, the original 2.0 stereo mix, and a commentary track with film scholar Dr. Artel Great. So that's pretty cool. Also included is a Blu-ray with everything on the UHD, plus comedy with a message, an interview with producer-actor Peter McCarthy, Letting Us Do Us, an interview with actress Dawn Lewis, Outrageous Visions, an interview with production designer Catherine Hardwick, Playing It Straight, an interview with composer David Michael Frank, Keeping the Pace, an interview with editor Michael Miller, Pimp of the Year, an interview with actor Antonio Fargas, Defying Genre, re-examining I'm Gonna Get You, Sucka, an interview with film scholar Raquel J. Gates, associate professor of film at Columbia University, The Making of I'm Gonna Get You, Sucka, an archival featurette, additional interviews and B-roll, image gallery, trailer, and reversible sleeve artwork. Well, crazy. Now, if those of you are wondering what this is, because this is kind of an obscure pull, here's the description for you. So when his brother Junebug winds up dead under mysterious jewelry-related circumstances, Army Sergeant Jack Slade returns to his city to find out what really happened. Finding his family harassed by flunkies for the local crime lord, Mr. Big, Jack turns to the legendary neighborhood hero of his youth, John Slade, for help in avenging his brother. It's going to take more than one local hero to get the neighborhood cleaned up, but luckily Slade's old ass-kicking pals, Hammer, Slammer, Fly Guy, and Kung Fu Joe, are all eager to help. That is, if Jack can just stop his mama from doing the fighting for him. An affectionate, sharp send-up of Blaxploitation, I'm Gonna Get You, Sucka, marked the directorial debut of Keenan Ivory Wayans, Scary Movie. Wayans both wrote and starred in the lead role alongside his talented siblings, all of whom went on to the groundbreaking sketch comedy show In Living Color. Boasting a sprawling cast, including genre icons Bernie Casey, Jim Brown, Isaac Hayes, and Antonio Fargas, the film updated themes towards a new generation's aesthetics, including a soundtrack featuring KRS-One, The Gap Band, Curtis Mayfield, and Fishbone. Vinegar Syndrome Ultra is proud to bring you this gold-plated cult action comedy in 4K UHD via a new scan of its original camera negative. So how cool is that? So that's a lot of fun. Definitely going to enjoy revisiting this one. There we go. Sorry, just trying to get that straight. Very good. And then we, of course, have a booklet. It's tough to be a black hero. Man, I haven't seen this in so long, but I remember just loving it. I think it was originally recommended to me by one of my English teachers. He said, oh, you got to see this movie. He wanted to show it to us, but he couldn't because it's an R-rated comedy, and we were all in high school at the time, so... yeah, I mean, it's impossible to really do it justice just by, yeah, well, I mean, just look at the guy with the gold chains, like just millions of gold chains, just sort of taking the whole trope and cranking it up to 11, you know, but, oh, this is great. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun to revisit. There you go. Whoops, I forgot to show you the reversible cover. I mean, this is the cover of the box, so we might as well flip it around, right? So just give me a second here, and we will do that. Oh yeah, there we go. So it's the original poster art. Excellent. Yeah, that's definitely a lot nicer than the sort of photoshopped, edited studio DVD version that I had many years ago. I'm not going to bother finding a picture of it for you. Honestly, it's not worth it. It looked awful. But it was all we had for a long time. So this this Vinegar Syndrome set is definitely a godsend for people like me who have been longtime fans of this movie. There we go. A little bit of a closer look for you at all the characters and the logo. And there we go. And just because I noticed the focus was a little off when we were reading this before, there you go, a little cleaner. Sorry, I'm in the process of experimenting with the macro lens on my main camera, so the autofocus is a little finicky on it, so I'm still kind of figuring out the ins and outs of how to use it most effectively. Just be patient, we'll get there. It's a work in progress. Alrighty, so let's put everything back together here. I usually actually put the Johann Sebastian book in there. And a nice little ribbon. And there we go. And if I'm going to get you Sucka is numbered, I don't know where it is. There's just nothing. Yeah, there's nothing inside either. Oh well. So that is it, folks. 2 new arrivals from Vinegar Syndrome. Very cool. Both red, funny enough. So we got Faces of Death 2 and I'm Gonna Get You, Sucka. Yeah. Looking forward to seeing this for the first time. Looking forward to revisiting this for the umpteenth time in better quality than it's ever been before. Alrighty, folks. That is it from me to you for now. So until next time, thanks for watching and sayonara.